Look at the back on that She-Hulk. I mean, that is just insane. Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Subliteral Network. I make art and comics, and thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and to leave your feedback in the comments. Now, I post art daily, 5 days a week on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and this is a roundup of that work in case you missed it, with a little more detailed description added. You can read my Una the Cave Bunny comics free at radiocomics.com, and please visit my Patreon page if you'd like to support my work. All these links are in my description and bio, and please watch till the end so you don't miss anything. Okay, into the Panderverse, the South Park episode where they race and gender swapped all the characters. It was for parody purposes, but I took a real liking to the Panderverse Kenny. They made her into like an Asian woman with purple highlights, and I don't know, I just liked the way the character came out. Panderverse Kenny struck me as sort of her own kind of character, and not so much parody, but she really looked like she kind of had something as a character. So when I drew her, I stuck her in this practically knee-deep snow, because every episode of South Park, even the ones that happen in the summer, happen in the winter. There's always snow on the ground. Like they'll go to a water park, and it'll be like the dead of winter for some reason. So since Kenny dies in every episode, I stuck a patch on her shoulder of a Death's Head skull. This is my character sheet for Brea of Atlantis. When I was making these Brea comics, I sort of saw her as a grim barbarian type. She's kind of running around, things are not happy, sad stuff happens, and it gets very violent a lot. Plus she had like PTSD from the sinking of Atlantis, and is constantly having nightmares and anxiety and stuff. I mean, it seems like I'm smiling about it, but I was really trying to just sort of change the tone of the general comic I was doing at the time. I wanted a more serious and grim kind of adventure story. Now, there's a lot of reasons to draw a character sheet, and one of them is to keep the character consistent through the entire story, and also maybe as a reference if other artists are going to draw it. For me, it was the first thing, but the second is that when I do the character sheets, what happens is I sort of think and get ideas about the character a lot once I define the look. So that's really one extra thing that happens for me when I do these detailed character design sheets. This is a piece of She-Hulk art that I just did for my eBay auctions. So I will draw these on toned tan paper with ink and color marker. I got Copics and some Prismacolor left that I work with over here. Plus even some of those color Sharpies that I got some time ago. I use them here and there on the piece. I will use a white China crayon for the highlights, and I'll use a little white paint or some Pro White, which is a kind of an artist's opaque white color for the highlights that you see. And one day I might actually draw She-Hulk in her regular costume rather than a scrappy, ripped up version of it. But I generally go with this idea that I have of kind of an imitation of the Planet Hulk thing, just the Planet She-Hulk, where she goes there and she's savage and has gigantic metal weapons and wears like almost nothing. But I'm starting to do a lot more eBay auctions regularly now, and this is the style and the way that I do them. So please take a look if you'd like to get a piece like this. I sure do like drawing them. This is one of those sketches I've done on those paper bags that I used to draw on. I would just take a Sharpie and like a white China crayon and just draw whatever happened to come into my head at the time. I mean, I would draw any stupid thing, and this is one of the stupidest. This is Black Rubber Babe, and she spent most of her time just cursing out people and threatening to beat them up, just like she's doing here. I swear she really needs her own comics.